Good morning, everyone. I'm Shaq Smith.
And I'm Ben Dennis.
And this is TribeTime. Hey, everyone, and welcome to Washington, D.C., where Mrs. Dickey journalism students are touring the Newseum, the National Museum of All Things News.
Hot off the press, hot off the press. On Monday, Mrs. Dickey's journalism classes jumped on a one-way bus to the nation's capital to visit the Newseum, which is, as Shaq had stated, the National Museum of All Things News. Not only did Dickey's kids have the chance to tour the exhibit before the government shut down, their eyes were open toward a world of news that they never knew before. The museum was full of fascinating exhibits, artifacts, and interactive experiences, such as the 4D movie theater, in which the audience's chairs correlate to what happens in the film by moving, as well as artifacts from the September 11th attacks in New York, Shanksville, and D.C. One of the highlights of the day was the Get to Be a Broadcaster experience. Corey Atkinson, Matt Yoder, Kyle Chatfield, and other students had the chance to stand in front of a green screen, a camera, and a teleprompter and act as real on-the-field correspondents for a news crew. The 6 floors of the museum had so much to offer to all of its visitors. The exhibit surely didn't fail to disappoint the future journalists, broadcasters, and writers of Mrs. Dickey's class. While we're here in the nation's capital, let's take a look at all the happenings back home with this week's sports highlights. Here's Nicole.
On Monday, September 30th, the varsity Indians soccer team defeated Spring Grove 6-0. There were goals made by Camry Huff, Michael Ochoa, Ethan Mon, Mason Benshoff, and John Atkinson. On Tuesday, October 1st, the Indians played Greencastle in an intense game, leading to another victory by Waynesboro. The only goal was scored by Camry Huff on a penalty kick, making the score 1-0. Last Friday, the Indians were home against Gettysburg. The game started off great with a touchdown by Austin Hanshoe. The extra point was added on by Orion Oldham. Gettysburg came back and defeated the Indians 56-7. The Indians remain home tonight for Week 6 football versus the Shippensburg Greyhounds. Kickoff is set for 7:30 p.m. The Maidens JV volleyball team traveled to Penn State this past weekend and won their tournament. Congrats, JV. The varsity Maidens volleyball squad faced Shippensburg Tuesday night in an away game. The Maidens won in 3 matches with a final score of 3-0.
WASHS is now forming an a cappella group, focusing on contemporary music. Anyone, yes, anyone in the building is welcome to be a part of the ensemble. We need beatboxers and singers alike. If you are interested, see Mr. Griffith in the music department for more info.
Mrs. Wilson and her students celebrated Oktoberfest in German class this week. Let's take a look to see what it's all about.
I'm here with Rachel Denman and Tim Morrow, members of German Club. So, what do you like most about German?
Well, I didn't really want to take like Spanish or French. It just didn't interest me. I preferred German.
It's unique. It's just something different than what everyone else does.
What exactly do you do for Oktoberfest and what is it?
Well, in class we just kind of, have a small party, bring in food and celebrate however we can, but in Germany they celebrate differently, mostly with beer and stuff, but they have a lot of carnivals and stuff too.
Yeah, it's just fun. Everyone gets to take time out of lunch and eat in the classroom.
So what's your favorite part of Oktoberfest?
Having fun in German.
Fun, friends.
It started as a wedding celebration, yes, and then it expanded to horse races, and that was in 1810. So then it has expanded to more. We are having on 3rd block, we have a big Oktoberfest here when all students can come and, or all German students can come and celebrate with us. Otherwise, each class has their own stuff. We try to eat traditional German food like German potato salad and bratwurst, like sauerkraut, all the German goodies. And chicken is actually a big hit in Oktoberfest as well. At the moment it's for German students, but who knows, maybe that will change in the future. Not just German club or German students who are taking German now, but all German students who are going to take or are taking or have taken German. So each day we have some kind of German music, and we have tried to select very different kinds of music. Yes. My favorite part is that students get together and really organize this fest. I'm just in the background, and it's students who show their leadership by organizing this wonderful event. Everybody contributes.
Hey WASHS, guest forms for homecoming are in the B-level office. In other news, there will be a school-spirited bonfire on October the 17th at Renfrew Park from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. There will be a $5 entry fee to anyone attending. Bonfire proceeds benefit the Susan G. Komen Breast Cancer Foundation. Thanks, guys.
Hey folks, it's that time again for Shaq Vs. Shaq will be taking on Dr. McCallum in a science quiz bowl for this week's segment. Roll the clip.
Hi, welcome to this edition of Shaq Vs. We are at the Science Quiz Bowl. Shaq is taking on Assistant Principal Dr. McCallum in a battle of the minds. This is how it's going to work. We got 10 questions and one final question. They're going to put the answers on their whiteboards, and we're going to see who gets the most right. That's my handy-dandy scoring system. All right, question 1, guys. Which moves faster, a warm front or cold front? Answer is cold front. Nice. What is the difference between the epicenter and focus of an earthquake? Okay, boards up. Let's go. Where the energy is released. Here, ladies. The focus is underground.
Thought I had it wrong. I'm embarrassed.
All right. What percentage of the earth is covered by water? The answer is 71%. Let's see who's closest. What do you... Holy cow! Okay, next question. Why is the sky blue? Why is the sky blue? I'm wondering if any of our people at home know why the sky is blue. I'm going to give it to both.
What is the official answer?
Solar radiation sunlight is scattered across the atmosphere by a process called diffuse sky radiation.
Oh, I knew that.
That right there.
That's what it was.
Callum is in the lead.
This one counts as...
This one will kind of count as 4 points.
Okay.
How old are the oldest fossils on Earth?
Ooh.
Million? What was your answer? Give it to Shaq. Okay, it's Shaq's in the lead now. Final question. For 5 points. Now, let's do, why don't you wager? How many points would you like to wager? You have 8 to 7. How many points would you like to wager in the final quiz bowl question?
Well, Ms. Dickey, I'm a risk taker, and I'm going to wager 1 point.
Okay, wagering 1. Dr. McCallum, how many would you like?
Well, I'll wager 3 points then.
Okay. All right, here we go. I'm only going to read this once. In the cartoon Barnyard, Otis has udders just like the other cows. Do male cows have udders? Please put your boards up. We're ready. Ready? Nobles. She has a more definitive answer. The answer is there's no such thing as a male cow.
No.
Cows are males. Cows are females and bulls
No, yeah, no,
are
and then
males.
bulls.
So I guess
No, then bulls.
you're going to get 3 and you get 1. The lesson for today is wager more than 1.
Wager more than 1 point. Why would you wager 1 point? So I win!
Why would you wager 1 point? 1 point? This has been this week's episode of Shaq Vs. Tune in next time to see who he takes on. If you have any recommendations for Shaq Vs., please see our suggestion box at Big Chiefs.
It's time to dream a little dream. It's time to lay your head and sleep. The day was fun, but now it's done. It's time to lay your head and and sleep and sleep.